Yeah, well, bye. Who said Dominic? Favorite boy, George. Yeah, man, you're watching Big Stone Television. Dominic, original. A long time George Pang, Pepper, the original legendary producer from way back when, 1910, God knows when.
Your producer.
Where I say Pepper?
They are with my virgin from England, Mr. Kenny, you know.
Mr. Leroy George Pang.
Yeah, you see.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Big Stone Television. It is with the deepest of regrets that I have to announce the passing of musical youth original drummer Frederick Waite Jr. His passing was confirmed by the band on social media, writing in a statement that we've lost a musical legend who inspired many young musicians over the last 40 years. Waite died in his longtime stamping grounds of Birmingham, where musical youth were formed in 1979. No cause of death has been established at the time of writing. However, according to a council notice for an inquest into the situation, he died more than 3 weeks ago on the 20th of July. Said inquest was formally opened last Monday, with its final hearing to be held soon. Born on May 23, 1967, Waite was just 12 when Musical Youth was formed. He was initially the band's frontman, performing alongside his brother Patrick and the two Grant brothers, Kelvin guitars and lead vocals, and Michael keyboards. The band came together through the father of both families, with Waite's father, Frederick Waite Sr., having been a member of the Jamaican reggae troupe, The Techniques. In the early days of Musical Youth, he and the junior Waite shared vocal duties. Shortly after, the band signed to MCA Records, to whom they were alerted after appearing on John Peel's BBC Radio 1 show. Both Wales stepped down from their singing roles, with Junior moving to drums and newcomer Dennis Seaton taking over the microphone. Musical Youth breakthrough came in 1982 with the release of Pass the Dutchie, an amalgam of Hugh Brown's Gimme the Music and the Mighty Diamonds' Pass the Dutchie. A few months ago, I did a musical tribute to Musical Youth. Here is the tribute that I gave to the big group that gave you Pass the Dutchie, Unconditional Love, and others. Take a listen. May his soul find eternal peace. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time also, I just want to offer my sincerest of condolences to the family of Frederick Waite Jr. and to say that we give you our heartfelt condolences, and we do understand what you're going through. Here is the tribute to Musical. Very special good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Big Stone Television. Today, as you know, the series continues, where we present to you musical acts, artists, superstars who have made it to the international scene, those who have gone and those who are still here with us today. A lot of people have been asking me about Musical Youth. Where is Musical Youth? What is happening? What has been happening to the members of Musical Youth? Now, since the passing of Bunny Diamond and Tabby Diamond, the name Musical Youth has been coming up on everybody's lips based on their song that the Mighty Diamonds did many years ago, Pass the Dutchie, and they did the version Pass the Dutchie. Musical Youth are a British Jamaican reggae band formed in 1979 in Birmingham, England. They are best remembered for their 1982 single Pass the Dutchie, which was a #1 in multiple charts around the world. Their other hits include Youth of Today, Never Gonna Give You Up, and a collaboration with Donna Summer, Unconditional Love. Musical Youth recorded 2 albums and earned a Grammy Award nomination before disbanding in 1985 after a series of personal problems. The band returned in 2001 as a duo. The group was formed in 1979 when the fathers of Kelvin and Michael Grant and Frederick, known as Jr, and Patrick Waite put together a band featuring their sons. The latter pair's father, Frederick Waite Sr, had been a member of the Jamaican reggae group The Techniques. At the start of Musical Youth career, he sang lead with Junior. Musical Youth were influenced by reggae artists such as Sugar Minott, Aswad, Gregory Isaac, Dennis Brown, John Holt, and Bishara. Although schoolboys attended the Duddeston Manor School, the group managed to secure gigs at different Birmingham pubs and released a double single in 1981, including songs Generals and Political on the local label 021 Records, named after the then Birmingham area code. An appearance on BBC Radio 1, John Peel's evening show, brought further attention to the group, and they were signed to MCA Records. By that time, founding member Frederick Waite Sr had backed down to be replaced by Dennis Seaton as lead singer. In September 1982, the group issued the single Pass the Dutchie, adapted from the Mighty Diamonds' Pass the Dutchie. The record went to number 1 in the UK singles chart in October 1982, as well as Ireland, Australia, Canada, and a number of other countries around the world. It also reached the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart in the United States and went on to sell over 4 million copies. Musical Youth will also be the first black act to have a music video played on the newly founded channel MTV. Their debut album, The Youth of Today, released in the same year, placed in the top 40 in the UK, Germany, and the USA, and the top 10 in Canada. It was certified gold in the UK and Canada. The follow-up singles, Youth of Today, released at the end of the year, and Never Gonna Give You Up, released early in 1983, reached number 13 and 6 in the UK, respectively, and were moderately successful in the international charts. The next single, Heartbreaker, was only a minor UK success. The band released the new single, Tell Me Why, in the mid-1983, a cover of a 1974 John Holt song, which reached the top 40 in several European countries. The follow-up, a cover of Desmond Decker's 007, was a moderate hit only in the British market. In the meantime, the group featured a Donna Summer song, Unconditional Love, which was a hit in the UK, reaching number 14. They also took part in her 1983 TV special, A Hot Summer Night with Donna. Musical Youth's second album, Different Style, was released in 1983 and showcased a more R&B influenced repertoire to make the band more accessible in North America. It was reflected in the lead single in that market, She's Trouble, but it only achieved minor success. The album itself turned out a commercial failure on both European and American markets, though the band received a nomination for the Best New Artist Award at the 26 Grammy Awards. After one final UK hit in early 1984 with 16 featuring Jody Watley, their commercial success ended, and the next 2 singles, What You Talking About and Let's Go to the Moon, penned by Stevie Wonder and Eddie Grant respectively, failed to enter the charts. With their careers going downhill, the band members became embroiled in legal, financial, and personal problems. In 1985, Dennis Seaton left the band, leading to its dissolution. In 1989, he released a solo album, Imagine That, which passed without a success. Plans for a reunion of musical youth were altered when Patrick Waite suddenly died in February 1993 at the age of 24, having collapsed at home from an hereditary heart condition awaiting court appearance. 1994 saw the release of a compilation album, Anthology, and a single with remix of Pass the Dutchie, followed by another compilation, Maximum Volume. The Best of Musical Youth in 1995, Michael Grant co-founded the band 5 AM, which released 2 singles in 1996 and went on to produce remixes for The Brat, Kelly Rowland, and Lamar, among others. In 2000, they founded 5 AM Records, a label focused mainly on R&B and gospel music. Seaton formed his own band XMY and opened a car rental company. Junior Waite has been suffering from a mental illness and, according to former bandmates, is unlikely to recover. In 2001, Dennis Seaton and Michael Grant reformed Musical Youth as a duo. The planned tour was cancelled due to the September 11 attacks, but in 2003, the band performed as part of the Here and Now tour, an annual series of nostalgia concerts featuring musicians of the 1980s. They featured on Pato Banton's 2004 single, Pretty Woman, and performed at a festival in Wiesn, Austria in 2005. The band's new music was made available for purchase exclusively from their website. In 2008, Musical Youth released a re-recorded version of Pass the Dutchie, followed by a cover of Boney M's Mary's Boy Child, or Oh My Lord, in 2009, and Jimmy Cliff's The Harder They Come in 2013. The latter was the lead single from their new album, initially titled Reggae for the People and later renamed When Reggae Was King. It was scheduled for release in 2016, but after several pushback, it was eventually released on CD in March 2018 and in digital distribution in 2020. Former member Kelvin Grant has continued his solo career, performing and releasing new material. Most recently, the album Defend Them in 2018. The Musical Youth's band members were Dennis Seaton, lead vocals, percussion; Michael Grant, keyboard, backing vocals; Kelvin Grant, electric guitar, lead vocals, backing vocals; Freddie Jr. Waite, drums, backing vocals; and Patrick Waite, bass guitar. The Musical Youth. What a powerful group it was in the 80s. Pass the Dutchie on the right hand side. Man, I was dancing and jumping to that song, owing to the fact that this song was a Jamaican origin. And the way they did it, they put their own style and their own little flair on it. It went straight to #1, not just in the UK, but all over the United States and other countries in the world. My sincere condolence to Patrick Waite. My heartfelt condolences goes out to his family. We understand your loss. He was only 24 years old when he passed away. Our sincere condolences goes out to all members of the Patrick Waite family. What a loss. What a great artist he was. And of course, I know definitely he will be certainly missed. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The Musical Youth. What has been happening then and what has been happening now. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share this video. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, now is the time for you to do so. Thank you so much for watching.